Yes, yeah, we are indeed. Thank you, Cathaoirleach. I rise today, like all of us here, with deep concerns and many questions regarding our preparation for an escalation of cases of the coronavirus in this state. Many of the speakers before me have raised issues and concerns. I have myself. But I feel there is one area of concern that does not seem to be addressed in the way I would like. While there seems to be a concerted effort to get good, clear information out on mainstream media, and thankfully Twitter and Facebook have joined the fight in misinformation, I am concerned about how we are getting information and how we are prepared to protect the vulnerable adults in our society. I really am disappointed when I see updates without the Irish Sign Language interpreters. I really struggle to understand how small typefaces can be used in infographics, marginalising those with impaired vision or difficulty reading. I think it is hugely important that in our request to inform, we include everyone. This is especially important in workplaces where the onus should be on the employer to inform all employees of plans and policies in relation to this global outbreak. In disability services across the country, there are vulnerable adults who can only be dealt with by a trusted carer. Are these carers, these service staff, being trained in checking for the presence of the virus? If we enter a stage of community contamination, what are the contingencies for these service facilities? As such, if there was an outbreak occurs, and they find it difficult enough to access funding, which they are already entitled to, is there a fast-track application process for these units to apply for increased resources if they are to, say, be put on lockdown? I also want to know, what do we do in homes across the state when unpaid carers of the elderly and the vulnerable in Ireland get sick? Who do we send in to take over the full-time caring job? These are issues that I feel need to be addressed when we are informing the public about what is being done to combat and prepare against these viruses. The Taoiseach told the nation this week that there would be no problem for the Minister for Health to increase funding where necessary in the health, because there wouldn't be a massive amount needed. In this address, the post-caretaker cabinet meeting, which was televised here, the Taoiseach said the Minister for Public Expenditure and the Minister for Health would meet to identify additional requirements, and I quote here said, "We don't expect that there to be a large amount of money needed, but we are not talking about a huge amount of money, but we are talking about additional money. There is never enough money available in health, so how this won't impact the funding really needs clarification." And Minister, I have huge concerns about this, because funding, I believe, will be a key issue here. And I think also it is important to acknowledge the hard-working care professionals that are doing their best in trying to sort out this. But I think the Minister tonight needs to clarify, saying exactly about the funding, saying that he doesn't believe we need much funding, but yet the funding is there. And we also need to get clarification, Minister, that no other services will be affected by this, because there is people that need services that they're still waiting on. Thank you.